Hello there, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Ingani Titan, and we're here on the Kormarin map on the assault mode. This is another game from the summertime. I'm in the Hammer. It's a tier 7 match, so I'm a tier 7 premium tank, and well, we're on assault mode in Kormarin. It's kind of one of these tricky maps. Lots of hold down positions, but none of them are safe. They're all prone to being flanked, prone to being spotted. Tiger isn't necessarily the crew, obviously, as you can see there. I'm going to be spotted long before I'll spot anybody, who could see me and that kind of stuff. So, initially I'm going to go to the central kind of hill, just slightly to my right. To sort of peek out over the causeway going in towards the central village that's in the middle of the swamp. But I'm not sure if I actually had the view range to spot people moving along the northern plain, the northern edge of the map. Obviously I don't spot too many people, so I don't think that I have really, and I don't know if the gun depression is the best either for this kind of location. We come up here and well, we don't see anything, and I'm kind of worried about how exposed I am, so I pull down off the low ground and I head over to the western side of the map. Now there's quite a few tanks up there on the top, the northern edge of the map, and given the number of heavy tanks up there, I think they should have been more aggressive. I think they'd have been more successful if they'd come down onto us in force over here on the sort of western side of the map, rather than engaging in long-range firefighting. There was a lot of tanks with the potential to shoot them when they were engaged in long-range firefighting. And given that the enemy tanks are heavy tanks for the majority, are tank destroyers, but not necessarily ones with great view range, so they could have been better off, I think, being a bit more aggressive, and they're more likely to reliably spot people. And you get a lot of this as well. This is a Tiger now. He's actually fired there, so he's not AFK, but he's taking a shot from me. He's taking a second shot from me. And all he's done is turned his turret to look where I am. He moved the hull slightly, but not enough to make any difference. And he's still there. And he's taking another shot. And he takes another one, he's dead. So that's 6 shots. 6 shots without ever thinking about driving out of that position, going into cover, hiding behind a rock, hiding behind another tank, anything other than sitting there taking punishment like that from people he couldn't see. Yes, is he new here? Yes, but it's tier 7, he's in a Tiger. He's not that new. He's had a fair bit of experience, because in my experience, you can get to tier 5 in probably 3 or 4 hours of play, but you won't get much past it without spending some serious amounts of play, because usually what happens, you get to tier 5 and then you run out of silver to buy tier 6 tanks. You don't have the silver to buy a tier 6 tank. And that's not the silver to buy and equip a tier 6 tank, that's the silver to just buy the tier 6 tank. Anyhow, enough of that. Let's get back to the battle. So the KV-3 is pushing a bit. The thing about a KV-3 is you push a lot or you don't push at all, because they're as blind as bats. At that range, I'm not sure if the KV-3 could see us. He's probably dependent on the M6. Pretty sure the M6 could see us to spot. Now I've pulled back. I'm trying to lose the spot, obviously, and well, I haven't quite managed to do it. I don't have a clear line of sight in anyone, but there's a Nashorn retreating. Now the Nashorn should probably see us as well, but it's a very aggressive position for a Nashorn. He's gotten behind cover though before I got the second shot off. We're also in trouble. We're tanked down and we're pinned into the southwestern corner of the map. Okay, we've pulled even on the tanks, and I think the main reason we're getting away with it at all is these guys in front of us, like I said, could be a lot more aggressive. Now I've pulled back a bit. I'm going to try and lose the spot. I want to get shots up in that alleyway there, because the KV-3 I don't think can shoot me, but the IS-3 and the Stug probably can. Now I'm unspotted, so I'm going to get a shot back at the Stug, get the Stug out of the battle. That is a dangerous gun taken away from the fight. And the IS-3 is not really in a position to shoot at me, so I can push forward to see if I can get a sight onto the KV-3. So forward we go through the cherry orchard. I think it's a cherry orchard. And yeah, I was trying to put it through the gun mantle of the KV-3 because I don't think I have a hull down shot from here. I think his lower plate is probably under or behind the earth. However, I'm not getting through. I don't have a proper feel for what direction his turret is exactly pointed. I need to probably be able to see the tank. I should have been going for commander head shots because he's sitting still. I'd been able to do it. Did repair my engine because the next shot would have put it on fire, and I know I have automatic fire extinguishers, but still, what's the point in taking the chances? So we're even again. We've managed to pull back tanks, and I think the position is now swinging over to our direction. Put that one through the commander's hatch. Somebody else penetrated the KV-3 at the same time, so now he's down to a one shot. And I have a feeling too that he's isolated, that he's the last tank up here. There are no companions up here, I'd suspect. The other tiger's pushing in, so I'm going to go in with him. He can't shoot both of us, and one or other of us will get him. And that's him out of the fight, and now there's a T-29 down there, so I'm going to go back down towards the southern end of the open terrain up here. This is all kind of low-lying swampland, and it's divided by the causeway running into the village there in the centre of the upraised village. By getting the causeway between me and the other side of the land, I'm pretty much undercover here. There's very little of my tank to see, and I'm moving fairly fast, whereas if I'm on the northern edge of the map, I'm actually on high ground overlooking the swamp. And there is a T-25AT. Dangerous gun, but not a lot of armour, as you can tell from some of my more recent videos on the topic. Probably should have more to show sooner. So now, the only known location of a tank is down here at the end of the village, where I know there is a heavy tank, a T-29. And there he is. Put around into him, and that leaves two remaining enemy tanks. So now we have 2-to-1 advantage. Come around the corner and I get targeted straight away, so they're back there and I didn't spot them. At this moment I'm unsupported. All the other tanks in my team are behind me, and there's a village between me and the enemies. I know there's at least one enemy down here because Sixth Sense is picking them up. So, and they're driving around in circles as well. So there is the Craft Panther. Now, I don't know if it was a Craft Panther or somebody behind me that shot at me there. I got around into the Craft Panther, but I'm being pretty careful about it. I don't have a huge amount of hit points left. And of course, every time I come out, I'm spotted, so I'm trying to lose the spot. I've lost the spot, and the Comet spots me again as soon as, because he's sitting on the ridgeline. And I think it's, well, the Comet and the Craft Panther were spotting me all along. Probably the Comet. The Comet's got a really good view range. Craft Panther doesn't, but he was close enough that he should be able to spot me anyway. He's dead there now at the edge of the river. Though it was not me that killed him. Now I have to cross this open bridge, which is a big deal. Comet could put a couple of rounds on me. Especially if he tracked me on the bridge, I'd be fairly cooked. So he's backed down. Now I have support now, so there's two tanks closing in him faster than I can, and they're on the other side of the ridge. The Comet isn't sticking his nose out over the ridge because he knows that all four of us we get to shoot him. Whereas if he stays where he is, he's only got to deal with the two. He's not very likely to succeed though he did manage to take one of them out, and then he died, and that was it. Game over. So Top Gun denied, didn't get the 6th kill. Would have had to be a bit more aggressive, I think, to do it. And I wasn't actually very aggressive at all in that game. Cut the high caliber though, first class mastery, 5 kills. Not a lot of assisted damage. Was in the Tiger. I suppose I wouldn't be spotting a huge amount, and I wasn't pushing that far or that hard. Came number 1 by experience and top of my team in damage as well. Top of both teams in damage. I did get the high caliber after all. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it interesting. If you did, please give it a like, share, feel free to comment. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.